It's now the world's most popular investment asset. It's novel, it's digital, it's global, it's unique, and it's uncorrelated to traditional risk assets because it doesn't come with exposure to any given country, currency, company, quarterly result, product cycle, competitor, not to weather, not to war, not to an employee base or supply chain.
Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy and a leading Bitcoin investor and advocate. In this video, Saylor will share his insights on how did Bitcoin ETF launches boost demand and price, with the belief that Bitcoin is a unique global and uncorrelated asset. Why did he rebrand his company as a Bitcoin development firm? And what does it mean for his business strategy and Bitcoin accumulation? How is he developing generative AI, driving the shift to the cloud and growing his software business? How is he using capital markets to fund his Bitcoin strategy, and what options is he considering? Don't miss this exciting and informative interview with Michael Saylor.
So MicroStrategy had a very strong day, finishing the day up more than 11%. You're up 46% in the past week as well. I think this is your first time joining us since we saw these Bitcoin spot ETFs began trading. Initially, we saw shares of MicroStrategy sell off, but now, since January 11th, MicroStrategy is outperforming all of those ETFs. Walk me through your outlook for Bitcoin, and then we'll jump into earnings.
I think a lot of this is just indicative of the popularity of Bitcoin as an asset class. It's now the world's most popular investment asset. It's novel, it's digital, it's global, it's unique, and it's uncorrelated to traditional risk assets because it doesn't come with exposure to any given country, currency, company, quarterly result, product cycle, competitor, not to weather, not to war, not to an employee base or supply chain. And so that makes it a natural addition to the portfolio of a responsible investor. There's 10 years of pent-up demand. People have been waiting for these ETFs, and finally, mainstream investors are able to access Bitcoin. And I think that's what's driving the surge of capital in the asset class. And initially, there was a rebalancing as people were moving capital between the futures market and the miners and MicroStrategy and the ETFs. But following that rebalancing, I think the assets found its footing, and now people are beginning to realize that there's 10 times as much demand for Bitcoin coming in through these ETFs as there is supply coming from the natural sellers who are the miners.
MicroStrategy announced its fourth quarter 2023 financial results, revealing that it now holds 190,000 Bitcoins at a total cost of $5.93 billion, or $31,224 per Bitcoin, as of February 5, 2024. The company also said that it acquired 31,755 additional Bitcoins since the end of the third quarter for $1.25 billion, or $39,411 per Bitcoin. MicroStrategy had a strong performance, outperforming all ETF. Saylor said that Bitcoin was attracted to responsible investors as a unique, global, and uncorrelated asset. Saylor also asked who the miners were, implying that they were the main suppliers of Bitcoin in the market. Wait a minute, everyone. Welcome to Bitcoin Zella, your platform for daily cryptocurrency analysis and news. Our mission is to keep it simple. Bitcoin Zella offers engaging information that is easy to understand. Our analysts keep their eyes on the latest news to provide valuable insights via email. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Join our community of 10,000 subscribers and experience the new edge with Bitcoin Zella. Subscribe now.
You rebranded the company, or announced the rebranding of the company, as a Bitcoin development company. What does that mean?
Well, it's a natural decision for us, given the success of our Bitcoin strategy and our unique status as the world's largest public company holder of Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is an operating company that can actively manage its capital structure and its business operations with more flexibility than an investment trust, which is what these spot ETFs are. So we're going to develop software, we're going to generate cash flow, we're going to leverage the capital markets, all in order to accumulate more Bitcoin for our shareholders, and also to promote the growth of the Bitcoin network. Given the fact that the majority of enterprise value is now based upon those Bitcoin-related activities, it makes sense for us to call ourselves a Bitcoin development company in the same way as you see a real estate development company or a petroleum development company.
MicroStrategy's rebranding move into a Bitcoin development company is natural for a firm that now has an enterprise value largely related to its Bitcoin strategy, Michael Saylor said. He also said that MicroStrategy's model offers greater flexibility than an investment trust, enabling it to venture into areas beyond the purview of spot Bitcoin ETF.
The flywheel that is the software business, the business intelligence business, you're shifting to the cloud, you're rolling out generative AI offerings. That subscription services revenue was up last quarter, but overall revenue was down. Just walk me through that business and how that rolls out this year and how that feeds back into the Bitcoin, if it does explicitly.
Well, we're going through a transition from on-premises to cloud, and AI is a really big driver of that transition. So there's a lot of enthusiasm for our new AI offering, and we built it into the cloud offering, just as you can see people excited about Microsoft's Copilot AI offering and driving their revenues. We think that our AI offering is also going to drive an acceleration of migration from on-premise to the cloud, and over time it'll allow us to continue to grow the business.
Generative AI is a category of artificial intelligence that can create new text, images, video, audio, or code. Google Cloud offers various generative AI solutions, such as GenAI App Builder, PertexAI, and Google's AI infrastructure and AI ecosystem. Microsoft's Copilot AI offering is a generative AI tool that helps developers write code faster and with less errors. It is powered by OpenAI Codex, a deep learning system that can generate code from natural language. Copilot AI can suggest code snippets, complete functions, and write tests.
You talked about leveraging capital markets or continuing to. What does that look like in 2024, especially when there are some speculative investors out there that believe you might embark on another stock split?
Well, we're fortunate to be able to manage our capital structure actively and in a creative way. So sometimes we look to equity markets when that's the best way to acquire Bitcoin. But we've also done converts, and we continue to look at the convert market. We can refinance debt. We've refinanced our debt in the past and retired debt before. So we may issue debt, we may retire or refinance debt. We also are looking at potential preferred equity issuances or anything else that might be accretive to our shareholders. We try to be open-minded, prudent, thoughtful, and opportunistic as these opportunities present themselves.
And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. Not know why you haven't subscribed yet? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing